Shalom. Giving all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'asher B'Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which rule well. Peace and much love, honors and blessings, salutations to the elect of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, which hold their conduct, composure, and integrity, holding fast the faith in the proper and true names revealed by the Holy Spirit of the Heavenly Father, all right, who the world ignorantly calls God. But his proper and true name is Yahweh. That is his name. All right, and then Yahushai. Okay, that is also a mystery and a secret revealed by the Holy Spirit of Yahweh. All right, given to the elect. All right, chosen people, not everybody, but chosen people to get these names, the understanding of those names, to know the Creator and His Son. Because with those names comes a lot of power. All right, a lot of responsibility. All right, and the names of Yahweh and Yahushai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, these are sacred names. All right, so you got to have so you're held to a standard if you use these names and if you believe on them. All right, and only the nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, can believe. All right, but in this time, we tell you 2/3 of you are not going to. So that's why the elect, all right, the chosen few, are going to have these names. And they're going to believe in them and hold fast the faith. So at the end of the day, call halal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So just wanted to do something, a lesson before, turn in for the night. Been busy. But, just kind of just coming from a short discussion I had with, a brother yesterday. And just a statement that he made. And just kind of want to carry into this day with it, just going through life today, and it just, it was just trash. And that's exactly what the brother said yesterday to me. He said that this place is trash and it has to go. And that's kind of what the lesson's about, because, we have been telling you, man, those that have been awoken with, through spiritual understanding, through the Spirit, that have gained the ability to see what's really going on in the world, and getting that understanding by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai through his word. We are able to see. That's why Yahweh said that you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free from this matrix, this lie of living that has been, put over your minds by the so-called white man, who is the devil, all right, and has been feeding you lies through media, through media, influence, through the television, all that, to making you believe that the way that goes on in the TV and the shows and all that is how you're supposed to live. But that's not true. All right, the elect, we have found out that this place is a fucking lie, man. It's a lie. Then you find out that Satan is in charge of this place today. As far as he has the dominion, that's the spirit. If you want to obtain this so-called righteous, rich living, as Esau will put on the media for your kids to be absorbed, to be influenced by, with our people, it's death culture, gang culture, but they all going for this bag. They call it financial security, It's all a lie, man. It's all a lie. And we see this, all right? The few men, and when you do have some women, all right, you do have some children that, because they're being taught by their parents or their father, which isn't this truth. We have men that are in this truth that have family, kids, daughters, sons, and they raise them up in the truth, So they're able to see that this place is wicked, when they get that understanding. But then all of it is a lie. And like Yahushai said, what Satan said to Yahushai, he said that if you want all this living, which is what you see today, which is what's being promoted, all you got to do is worship Satan. And that's how we know these celebrities of our people, of our own, got to do wicked shit to get to obtain financial security. You got to give your soul to the devil, and the devil is really just Esau. Because the word devil means a deceiver and liar. But everything I'm getting at is just how, this place is trash and it's got to go. Your people's attitudes are poor. Everything about life is dull and boring, and it's not, you can't enjoy it anymore. You're left with, what is it, like sorrow rather than complete joy when you do something that was, pleasurable, And it's like, that can't be what we were put here to do, to enjoy something and then be sorrowful because we can't have it anymore. Like, that can't be. When the scriptures talk about a place where sorrow is taken away, tears are taken away, death is taken away, then why are we dying and why are we being killed all the day long? There's so much other stuff that shows you that this world is wicked, that this life is not our rest, as the Lord told us to depart from this place because it is not our rest. It is polluted, and I shall destroy you with the sword of destruction. That's why you get pierced with many sorrows, man, when you attach to this place or you take a holding to it. But that's why Yahweh told us to let go, because we're gonna get hurt. Yahweh, this is our test, yeah, but Yahweh also doesn't want to see us get hurt, and He wants us to trust in them. But this place is wicked, man. For wickedness, pursuant to 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth. It's nothing but fucking heartbreak, evil, piss poor attitude, conduct. Cowards are the ones who win in this time, man. Everything is backwards, and the scriptures tell us that, man. So why would you want to keep a hold of it to those that do believe and do watch? This place has got to go. This video won't even be long today because it's just really, that's all I want to say. I made a mention a couple weeks ago that sometimes when I talk about Esau and how wicked he is, when I'm out there doing my live ministry, sometimes I just want to stand there for an hour, just repeat the same thing over and over. I'm talking about like, how is he so wicked? How could he be so, But I want to just do that right now. Like, this place is fucking trash, man. And you shouldn't want it. You shouldn't want it. And it's crazy how we can build attachment even after all the shit that we see and we go through in this truth. And we'll still try to, feel something out or deal with something. The Lord did say that man was made subject to vanity, that He had set the world in our hearts so we cannot find out the secrets of the Lord. We're drawn to it. Why? I was watching something earlier. I can't remember who said it. Oh, the Thor, the last Thor movie with Christian Bale, and Christian Bale asked Thor, like, what do you think I want? And Thor was like, love. Everybody looks for love. Or everybody wants love. That's what they want. They want to be loved. But do you get that in this time? Yeah, you might experience it for, a month or two or a couple months or a few years. But look at the rate of marriage in the so-called marriage in this time with couples. Look, man, you read Wisdom of Solomon, the 14th chapter, talks about how an opportunity to deceive the world was made. And that was Esau, man. He came in to deceive the whole world again. That's spoken about in Revelation. But it said that many things stopped being sacred. Marriages were profaned intentionally. And that's what you got going on. Marriages are being profaned, man. You got women jumping from man to man to man, men jumping to hoe-ass women, You got your woman bucking up against you. The family, the whole house, everything is out of order in this place. So why give yourself to it? It's just, it's crazy. Because at the end of the day, this place is fucking trash. Again, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, and it shall destroy you with a sword of destruction. That's Micah 2:10. When you look up these things, polluted means to be unclean, defiled. And so if you indulge in this place, man, you're making yourself unclean towards the Lord, and the Lord don't like that. Okay? We keep saying, now in these videos in Great Millstone, we keep telling you now daily that it's not, this is the worst time to be getting detached and falling away over some shit. And I said that to myself as well, man. I said that first and foremost to myself. It's the worst time to be getting caught off guard. You notice that what the scriptures talk about, how evil seducers shall wax worse and worse. What is it? There's another, I feel like it added another one where it said that seducing spirits shall be, shall increase. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. The seductive spirit, because we're being worn out, man. Left and right daily, man. We're being worn out. I won't lie, man. I'm worn the fuck out. I'm worn out. The only thing that I pray for is strength to keep on going. But at this point, too, I'm just waiting on the Lord to return, man. I'm just waiting on the Lord to fuck this place up because, it's too much. We are experiencing the most bitter part of wickedness, man, and we're seeing what happens when mankind wants to, be that. And look what we're getting, man. This shit is exhausting. It's a lot, what is it? Goodness gracious. What is that? Second Esdras, where it talks about how there was fire on one side and water on the left. The water was so deep. Everything in this time is just against you. Every single goddamn thing, man, is made to trap you up, seduce you, make you feel, comfy and all that shit. But it's a trap. It's a snare. This life is a snare. We were put on this planet to do one thing with the nation of Israel. And the Lord requires that we do that. Okay? Ain't nothing wrong with, your daily affairs, but if you can feel it, you can see how this world is deteriorating, pining away. There's left and right, man, shit is just off. So, Romans the 13th chapter, the 11th verse, it says, I wish I had my sword in here. It says that for it is high time to wake out of sleep. It says, for our now is our salvation more near than when we believed. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Okay, let us put off the works of darkness and really put you on the Lord. There's a time coming, man, where this is all going to end. You trying to look or save someone that doesn't give a fuck about you to the cost of your life. You want this way of life. It's going to cost your life. Because what's funny is that the Lord is going to kill you, and then you're going to come back with a perpetual shame because you trusted in this shit. Even the Lord tells you in Psalms that He says He's going to laugh at the man that made us his trust and hope in the abundance of his own things. But the scriptures literally tell you, man, that man's life consisteth not of the abundance of his things, of his heart, all right, or the abundance of his life. We're here to resist, and yeah, it can be hard. Trust me, it can be hard. But this is what we got to put on, man. We got to put on more integrity. All right, more discipline. Again, I'm saying this to myself first, because this place is fucking trash, man. And if this place is trash and you want to take part of it, you know what that means? That means that you're making yourself a piece of trash, which means you're going to be part of the trash. So listen to the message and know and always be telling yourself that this place is fucking trash, man. This place is going to be destroyed. It is no time for games. This is where, we've been, we in Great Millstone, man, have been preparing to the best of our ability for these days that we're even in now. We were saying to, younger men and those that were in this faith and ourselves that it was going to get tougher. Well, it's getting tougher. Brother said a while back when we had a camp meeting, he said it's only going to get tougher. And this ain't even the hard part yet. But it's funny because, man, I'm not going to have to personally worry about a bitch wanted my attention when all hell breaks loose. You know? It's going to be something different. That's going to be the last thing. Who you texting? You know? That's going to be the last thing on these people's fucking minds. And really, it's going to be a little bit more peaceful from that. Jake, man, you know, being grieved all the day long. It's time, man. Like, gird up the loins of your mind and show yourselves men. Ain't too much longer, man, that the Lord is going to allow this mercy. The mercy is only here for the elect so that the Lord can seal them up. All right, but once that mercy is over, or once that sealing is done, it's over. It's fucking over, man. Like, you got to really understand that this place is almost over. We are in that time. Ain't another fucking 1,000 years to wait, man. Because then, if that's the case, I might as well just stop fighting right now, you know, because like that means I'm just gonna come back, you know, 18 more times or whatever, and have to do the same damn thing over, man, you know. But yeah, like, there ain't no damn 1,000 years left. That is oppressive. You know, we're almost to the end. Ain't too much longer. And if you watch and you seeing what Trump is doing, we keep bringing up Trump with the tariffs, linking up with scriptures about how no other merchants shall buy from her again, and you got that going on. China, these other nations are grouping up with China. China is being revealed to be the biggest exporter or importer and exporter, I believe, down the planet. America doesn't account for a lot of shit, you know. So some shit's coming up, man. And anybody who's caught unawares, like the scriptures say, man, you're gonna have to pay a heavy price. It's gonna consist of your life. So I implore whoever does watch, believe the message, man. We ain't got too much time left. Yahweh Shem Shai is on his way. Get fucking right. So with that, Lord willing, you know, was edifying. I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rekakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which rule well. Peace and much love, honors and blessings to the elect of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, which hold their conduct, composure, and integrity. Till the next one, I say Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Barakatham, Kwam Mesh Allah, Shalom. With the water for tuning in, Shalom.